So confident are BenQ about this projector that they are actually willing to send you the GV11 version of it to borrow for a couple of weeks to see if you like it, and if not, they will foot the bill for you to post it back to them. Is it free? It's not free. You have to post it back when you... I hold in my hands the superior of the two models, the GV30, and it is a tiny battery-powered beast. You're looking at a 4,800 milliamp battery-powered projector that will give you around 2.5 hours of continuous playback with the ability to top up the charge using an external power bank. But aside from the ability to maneuver this thing 135 degrees to shine it on basically any surface, there is also one unbelievably cool feature of the GV30 that has allowed me to play retro games with seemingly nothing else connected to the projector. Is that good bait? I think you'll find that's excellent bait. It's masturbate! Thanks to BenQ for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their GV30 portable projector. I have never seen a projector with this kind of performance that you can carry with one finger, and BenQ have built this thing like a tank. Apparently, it is specifically designed that it can be dropped from a height of 70 centimeters without breaking. A lot of the magazines that I've read haven't dared to drop it. Sissies. I won't drop it either. Oh, God! Oh, thank God. Flipping heck. It has a 20,000 hour lamp life, which means you could watch this thing for 5 hours a day, Monday through Sunday, and it would last for 11 years. It does autofocus and... Don't you skip this video. I know you're skipping to find out what my hack is. Don't do that. There's more to be told. The hack won't even make sense unless you watch the rest of the video. Checkmate. It does autofocus and keystone correction every time it thinks it's been pointed at a new wall. And the little remote has handy buttons on it for making manual adjustments too. But most exciting for me is its magnetic base that allows it to be rotated 135 degrees in any direction, so that I can finally watch TV in the dining room. My wife does not allow a TV in the dining room. Or play games on a friend's wall at Christmas, or take it camping. You waiting for a cutaway gag of me camping? I don't do camping. I'm not a disgusting hippie. I have friends who go camping. They're disgusting hippies. And most importantly for me, I can project it onto a ceiling of any hotel that has locked its TV to the crappy Freeview box. And I've been through this recently myself in America. Have you seen American television? We were stuck in a hurricane, right? So watching nothing but American TV, and every 3 seconds there's an advert. And the advert is for a medicinal product that sounds like it's more likely to kill you than the thing it's trying to cure. Do you have headaches? Take Head Alert just once a month and never have a headache again. Head Alert may cause seizures, complete rectal prolapse, a regrowth of virginity, and a certainty that your soul will be delivered straight to hell when it inevitably kills you. Always consult a physician before taking Head Alert, as it is absolutely lethal to pregnant women, anyone with a heart condition, and people with headaches. Alright mate, sorry to bother you. I've just been informed that for every person that watches this video and doesn't press the subscribe button, Lad Bible puts out another article about OnlyFans and Hooters. Turns out that Lad Bible sucks because you didn't subscribe. If you want your Facebook feed full of shit, then, don't press the button. Press the button. Do you want your Facebook feed to be full of garbage? Press the button. We'll get to the whole hack thing in a moment, I promise. But first of all, I have to tell you, you need this projector. And I know you're thinking, because it's a sponsored video. I'm not kidding when I say this is probably my favorite thing ever. I am going to use the hell out of this, and here's why. It has the most ridiculously short throw distance that I have seen on any projector. I can even watch a tiny TV in my photography studio with literally no space. It's just balanced on a pile of stuff. I should point out that it has a built-in Android TV, so I can literally watch television anywhere. The 3 speakers that are built in to the GV30 are actually astoundingly good too. It actually has a total of 4 tweeters and an up-firing sub. And although I'd normally say that a down-firing sub would be a more sensible option, I couldn't believe how good this little unit actually sounds. I've just realised how good the sound is. It's got a real good, nice, beefy bass tone to it. I wasn't even thinking about it. That's great. You could also Bluetooth it to an external set of speakers. You honestly aren't going to want to. It really does sound fine as it is. I know this is totally irrelevant, right? But I was just looking for that exploded diagram I just showed you. I just kind of Googled around looking for some material, and I found BenQ's official advert featuring this weird-looking cat. What is that? So ugly. I'm kidding. I have friends who have pugs. They're so ugly. I'm kidding, Mikey and Chris. They're watching right now going, my pugs! I love your pugs! They're so deliciously cute. I'm not even kidding. I love them so much. At 300 ANSI lumens, this isn't the brightest projector on the market, but with the curtains open, it's actually still watchable. For what you're likely to be using it for, it's going to be fine, because if it's pushed up against a wall, it's plenty bright enough even with all my studio lights on. And if you're projecting it onto a ceiling, it's probably bedtime anyway, and a bit of ambient light isn't going to hurt this thing at all. Someone say, kids' playroom TV? Cheap kids' playroom TV? Kids don't need light, do they? They're not plants. The main reason you need this projector, I haven't even yet touched on. This projector ships with a tiny little HDMI stick that will turn the projector into an Android TV by burying it deep into the heart of the projector itself. This makes this a full-blown Android-certified television. At least it would be, if Netflix weren't so uptight about certifying projectors. Excuse me a moment. Hadouken!
You win!
This little streamer has everything but Netflix, which has made Paul Jr. cry. Wow. Because Paul Jr. and I love Android TV. The layout is great, the ability to stream your phone screen straight to it is awesome, and if you're not a Netflix user, then this little streamer is all you will ever need. But if, like me, you're still watching Netflix despite how utterly terrible it has become, then well, that brings me on to my little hack. That's right, the Fire TV stick is the exact same size and has the exact same power connector as the BenQ streamer does, which means I can not only watch Netflix, but I can also make use of my previous project, where I turned my Fire Stick into a retro games console using RetroArch.
Miss BenQ, look at me go. Well.
If you're interested in how I did this with RetroArch, go and check out this video here, which will walk you through step by step how to turn your Fire Stick into a retro games console. As usual, it's time for the elephant in the room. This is a 720p projector. I think it's probably a bit much to expect something that is in such a small housing and is so lightweight to be 1080p or 4K. I think maybe I'm just expecting a little bit too much, especially at this price tag. And you might think that would be a big deal, But if you've been watching the footage this long without realizing, then perhaps it isn't. Of course, it's not a patch on my 4K projector, but like I said earlier, this isn't designed to be your mainstay. This is the emergency projector for when you have to go and stay at a friend's house and they have no TV in their spare room. It's the little entertainment system that you take to the in-laws on Christmas Day to play Streets of Rage when everyone else has fallen asleep from all the turkey they've eaten. If I could squeeze one more thing out of this projector, it'd be a little bit more brightness. But when you consider the use cases of this thing, I really couldn't give a toss. Once you've fiddled with the brightness and the contrast, or you've chosen from one of the presets, you'll find that you immediately fall in love with the GV30. Because despite all the amazing things that it's doing, the fan noise is practically inaudible, and you've got yourself a portable Android TV or Fire TV, depending on which streamer you stick in its belly. Externally, there is another HDMI 1.4 socket if you wanted to stick something else into this thing, a USB-C DP port, and a microphone jack. I think asking for more pixels and brightness out of this thing, right here and now in 2022, is just wishful thinking, and you honestly won't miss them. This is one of my favorite things I have ever been sent. Like I said earlier, I have so many use cases for this, and when I'm actually doing my photography in the studio, I'll be able to watch TV on the wall on a nice little image with a decent sound quality. If you want to pick one of these things up, then as usual, the links are in the description. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here are my patrons from Patreon, and honestly, without them, I wouldn't have dropped this projector, because I'll have to buy it again if it's broken. They are the most incredible people in the world, and without them, I wouldn't still be doing this for a living. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and can be best friends. See you next time. And they're usually about a medicinal product that sounds like it's going to kill you more so than me starting this sentence for the third time. That was too much. There was a micro expression there, wasn't there? Be grumpy, no smiling. Just a little tiny HDMI. It's breakfast time. Shut up.